Good morning, boys and girls. It's great to be with you. This week, our big idea is God calls us to honor Him by being careful with our words. Here is our Bible verse, James 3, verse 5. The tongue is a small part of a person's body, but it talks big. Think about how a small spark can set a big forest on fire. If we're not careful with our words, it's really easy to hurt someone. God tells us to be very careful with our words. Let's see what my friends Les and Nick have to say as they tell the story of David and Abigail.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Journey Today show. I am Les.
And I'm Nick. Oh, I really hit my funny bone there.
Yeah, it was funny. I thought it was really funny. As a matter of fact, I still think it's funny.
It wasn't that funny to me. Isn't it crazy? Something so small can shoot so much pain all the way up your shoulder. Ooh.
You know, Nick, how I knew that it shot so much pain? Because
Yeah.
you couldn't control this guy.
That reminds me of the big idea today. God calls us to honor Him by being careful with our words. Yeah, I definitely wasn't as careful with my words after I hit my funny bone. Whew.
Yeah, and it makes it definitely not so funny when it draws out. But in our scripture today, we see James, the brother of Jesus, talks about the tongue and the fire that it could be. So let's go ahead and look up and see what it says. James 3:5 tells us, in the same way, the tongue is a small part of a person's body, but it talks big. Think about how a small spark can set a big forest on fire.
Yeah, the tongue can really get us into trouble. It actually reminds me of the story of David and Nabal. You know that story?
I think I do a little bit, yeah.
All right. You be David,
Yes.
I'll be Nabal.
Okay?
Yeah.
All right, you ready? Okay,
Yeah.
so I'll be David. Let me put my crown. Oh. Hey, Nabal, you know, I'm the king and I'm a little bit hungry, so, you know, while you're shearing your sheep there, how about a little something, you know, a little food?
David? King who? You're not my king.
You realize that I could kill you. I could take your very life.
Kill me? What are you gonna do to me? What do you think, you're above everybody else? So cool. I'm David.
As a matter of fact, I do, and I think I'm gonna maybe need to take you out.
Hold on. This is where Nabal's wife, Abigail, enters the story. She comes in. Hey, David, I made all this little bread for you and your boys. Give me just a second. My husband, his name's Nabal, and that means he's a fool. He doesn't use his words well, and he's always talking when he should keep his mouth shut. So that's my bad. I should have kept him in the house, keeping his mouth shut. Will you forgive him, David?
All right, Abigail, since you spoke so kindly and use your words well, I'm not gonna take your husband out.
Oh, that just blesses my heart. I should go and tell my husband that. Excuse me. I don't know what happened there. Anyways, so what happened was Nabal talked back to David using bad power of his tongue. Abigail, of course, humbled herself before David using a good power of the tongue. And then actually afterward, Nabal, he found out that David was actually going to kill him, and he was scared to death.
Right.
Literally. Read that story. It's crazy.
Absolutely, but instead of a challenge today, Nick, instead of a challenge today, we're gonna use science to bring this story together.
All right, so in this scientific experiment, we've got these Mentos, which are supposed to represent the power of the tongue. And then really whenever we speak, we don't really fully understand all the circumstances behind someone. And so our words can have a stronger effect than we know will actually. Oh my goodness.
Started off calm, added the difficult words, look what happens.
So as we saw, the power of the tongue had a little bit of an impact on there. How much more of an impact the more bad words we use and the worse of a circumstance. I'm thinking like Nabal and David, that was a dangerous situation there, Les. And I mean, he used a lot of dumb words, right?
Yeah, he used a lot of words that maybe kind of had a big impact, right?
I know. It's just, oh gosh!
Kind of like that?
Yeah, a little bit like that.
So we see in the story that a certain amount of words chosen incorrectly can have a major impact. So that brings us to a question. Have you ever said anything that you wish you hadn't said? And if you did, what kind of impact did it have? Press pause
and discuss. The second question is, what sort of impact can we have if we choose to use good words instead of bad words?
Right.
Press pause.
And discuss.
What a great experiment.
Can you believe how much of that came out of that bottle?
Yeah, what an impact it had. Make sure that you guys use your words wisely this week and have a great impact on all those around you. See ya.